Do you have a dirty little secret? Welcome to the club.
And you're all invited.
The first rule of the Dirty Little Secrets Club is tell everyone about the Dirty Little Secrets Club.
We're handing out memberships, free of charge.
Step up to the VIP line and let Dayna and Brimstone take you on a weekly ride of secrets and debauchery.
Now buckle up, Buttercup, because things are about to get heated on the Dirty Little Secrets Club.
Hey guys, welcome back to the Dirty Little Secrets Club. I'm Dayna Pereira.
And this is Old Brim.
Hey, Old Brim. Hey, I know you. Aren't you the guy that hosts that show where people like send in their secrets and shit like that?
It's this one. It's this one.
Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. That's this show here.
Did you forget the name of it? It happens. It happens. I've gone on to GHR and been like, welcome to the Dirty Little, oh no, it's the Grindhouse Radio.
Yeah.
Let's take that over again. I do it with all the shows every time, truly inconsequential and within Brim's skin and GHR and true and Dirty Little Secrets and like, see, I did it just there. It gets confusing.
Yeah, I know. I have to do it too. Like before I start the show, even when I'm doing that trophy wife life, I have to like repeat it in my head a few times to make sure that I get the name of the show correct whenever I'm going on to it.
Well, at least with me, it'd be like, okay, I'm on with this asshole over here. I think I know what show I'm on.
Yeah. And then there's me where I just looked into the camera and was like, oh fuck, last week I wore leopard print. This week I'm wearing leopard. I have an embarrassing amount of leopard print in my closet.
It could be worse. I mean, at the end of the day, you could be wearing like gorilla prints and that would not be very good.
Like hairy chest.
Yeah.
Like, oh.
Yeah. I mean, it is coming into sweater weather, so you might be okay. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just cover up the nibs and you'll be okay. You know what I'm saying?
My husband has a hairy ass chest. He's a hairy dude. And I fucking love it though. Like I will like run my fingers through his chest hair. Are you a hairy dude? Do you have hair on your chest?
I have some, but it's not like a crazy amount. What do you call it? And I shave my pits. What do you call it? And other areas. What do you call it? Like the pits, especially, like it drives me crazy. Like when people have big bushy pits under the, oh my God, it's so disgusting. But the reason why I started doing that is because back in my wrestling days, I was like, I'm not gonna have some poor schmuck's head down in a headlock. You know what I mean? And like the whiskers sitting and going like this on their nose. I mean, I find that so disgusting. So
that's hilarious because for me, I would be like more afraid that one of the other wrestlers would try and pull my armpit hair rather than their comfort while I had them in a headlock.
No. You're supposed to be working together. Most of the time you are. There are those jackasses who would do something like that. But what do you call it? Yeah. No, I'm like a very respectful person. And what do you call it? With that whole, I like to make sure, keep it clean, keep it smelling fresh. You know what I mean? Like, I'm a bigger guy, so you got to make sure you groom yourself and take care. You know what I mean? So like, and don't get me wrong, some days I could smell like an ass swamp. Especially when you're sitting in the studio for hours on end, sitting down and cutting things, and but especially when you're in the ring, you got to work with somebody. You're gonna be close up next time. Forget about it. I didn't want to be stanky. I wanted to, be all right and be respectful.
Give them a nice smell of lavender as you're keeping their ass.
I have my caramel smelling mane and tail today, and so I'm smelling all delicious. No, but there's no way. I was like, there are some stanky ass guys in the wrestling industry. And, I'd be like, I'm sorry, I'm not freaking working with this guy, or like, you need to bathe, throw on some cologne, do something like that's nasty.
Hit him with the hose before you get in the ring.
Yeah. And there are a couple of guys that are like that. And some of the time, like I remember this one dude, and I'm not going to say any names. It's one dude when we started training and we whooped his ass all the time, repeatedly, because he'd come in and he'd never wash his gear. So this gear was sitting in the bag all week long since the last time he trained. You know what I mean? It's it's a stench. Ugh.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Ooh.
so we didn't even introduce the show.
Yeah. Well, this is the Dirty Little Secrets Club.
Not the Dirty Little Brims Club. Yeah. What do you call it? Although, I could get dirty if you want.
Hey, we got quite a batch of dirty little secrets here. You want to kick us off with one?
I can definitely start it off. So here's the first one. I think I'm fat phobic. Oh my goodness. I am so ashamed and disappointed at myself. I saw a before and after picture of an overweight woman who lost a lot of weight. Her before picture seemed unflattering to me, but I found her after picture really pretty. I just can't get it out of my head now, and I'm embarrassed to say that the before picture made me feel a bit disgusted, and I don't know why. I feel so bad about feeling this way. I'm a plus size woman myself, and I don't really have a strong opinion about my own body. I know I need to lose weight and control my portion sizes, etc., and live a healthier lifestyle, but I don't always see my body in a negative way, which makes it worse that I'm judging someone else's body. Well, I mean, listen, I just got to say, look, as a bigger guy myself, I feel that you should appreciate, all shapes and sizes. You should appreciate your own skin and be comfortable in your own skin. If you want to live a healthier life and live a healthier lifestyle, do such a thing, and ensure that you concentrate on getting yourself into a better position. You know what I mean? However you feel. But you know what? Judging other people, listen, I'm not going to fault you for judging other people simply because it's human nature. People do it left, right, and sideways. And to be completely blunt, it's normal. It's natural. But you know what I mean? Like, it's not necessarily nice. You know what I mean? Like,
but why do people typically judge other people? It's usually a projection of what they're feeling for themselves.
Right.
And she said it right here. She said that she knows that she needs to eat healthier. She knows that she needs to, portion size and do all the things. So maybe that's just her own projection onto this other person instead of, because that's typically what we do when we get all fucking psyche about it. Mm-hmm. That's what we do. We project whenever we feel insecure about something in ourselves. We, put that on the people around us. So that's what it sounds like is happening to me.
Yeah, when I see a pretty man, I'm like, that son of a bitch. Yeah. I bust his face open, son of a bitch, make me look bad, you piece of garbage trash. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah. I'm not kidding, but I am. No, I'm just kidding.
Kidding, but not. But isn't that what kidding is? Kidding is usually, it's like there's still a little truth. When somebody's like, I'm just kidding, they mean it a little bit. Don't fucking lie.
Maybe a little bit. Maybe a little bit. A little tiny bit. No, it is what it is. I mean, look, I understand the judging because especially since coming from entertainment and an entertainment background, people are judging left, right, and sideways. So you have no other resort than to either let it devour you and eat you whole and become, a complete mess from it, or develop thick skin and be like, I don't give a fuck what anybody thinks. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And, and I, to be honest, I don't give a fuck what anybody thinks, and I will show that I am a normal person. Dayna, didn't I send you a photo? I sent you a photo last night and said, before I post this kind of a thing, like, what are your thoughts? Because I know you'll give it to me straight. You'll give it to me real. Do I look like crap? I'm out of my comfort zone. Right?
Great picture, by the way. Loved the picture. Loved that big bear hoodie. You looked awesome. Great photo shoot. I can't wait to see the rest of it.
Thank you. You're a sweetheart. No, but my point is, it's okay to feel vulnerable. Mm-hmm. It's okay to dislike the way you look, but you should still love yourself. And you should also love others. And hating on someone else is not going to make you feel better about yourself. Yes. You know what I mean? Concentrate on working on you, and therefore you can move forward and become a better person inside and out. Does that make sense?
Yeah. And I don't think that this makes you fat phobic, by the way, person. I think that, you saw one before and after picture. Before and after pictures are typically meant. They want you to like the after picture. That's what the whole deal is about. Yeah. So don't feel too guilty.
Yeah, no, it's true. I mean, and again, if you're a plus size woman, listen, listen, all women's bodies are beautiful. So, men on the other hand are a different story. Men are not so pretty. What do you call it? So funny enough, and just because we're on a fat type of a thing where we're talking heavier and so forth, it's really funny because I saw a thing, I think it was like yesterday, was in Thor, Thor in Marvel is like jacked, thin, like, but in Norse mythology has a bigger belly than I do. Like,
Oh, I love it.
isn't that insane? You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And Thor is a big, strong, powerful, character. So, it's funny how, you know what I mean? It's just looking like that and looking chiseled and airbrushed and all that jazz. The fact of the matter is, I mean, that's what society has tried to teach us. You know what I mean? So you kind of got to take a step back. And some people find it very attractive. Honestly, I never had a desire to have a six pack. You know what I mean? I never really, I didn't want to have a gut. I didn't want to have a gut, but I didn't want to have a six pack. I don't think that's sexy. I certainly don't like it on a woman. No offense. I mean, I wouldn't turn it away if, you know what I mean? But it's not my go-to,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I like a little bit of meat. You know what I mean?
Yeah, our bodies are our vessels through this life. And, it's hard if you're going through life hating your vessel. So
that's right.
Little self-love there. It's your body does a lot for you, even if you don't think it's perfect. Nobody does, by the way.
That's right. And talk dirty to yourself when you're playing.
Ooh, I like that. Damn, girl, you looking good.
You look so good. You look fine. You look so fine. God damn, you hard as a rock. Oh, I like it. Even though it's like flopping back and forth. Anyway. All right. It's all you, my friend. It's all you.
Oh, great. This one says, I used to sniff my cousin's panties and her dirty laundry, her gym clothes and her shoes. She would go to raves and leave her dirty clothes on the floor, and I would go in her room and get off to her stench.
Wow. Woo!
I had to enunciate stench because what a word. Isn't stench like like an automatic reaction word? You're like stench. Ooh,
Yeah. Well, listen, I mean, you want to take a stab at this one first?
It's your cousin. That's family. That creeps me out a little bit. I don't love it. I'm not gonna lie.
Hold on a second. Is this like a first or second cousin, or is this like a third, fourth, fifth cousin twice removed? You know what I'm saying?
They gave us the information of cousin. I'm just gonna believe in what they told us. And like that creeps me out a little bit. The whole cousin thing. Do you do this with a friend, or is it like your cousins specifically because they go to the raves? Or, are you like hopping around the gym, just like going into different lockers and sniffing shoes? Or, this could go and it could be semi-innocent. You're jerking off to stenches. Or this could be like step one in a whole creep zone,
Yeah, listen, Senor Stench. What do you call it? This is what it comes down to. It's just creepy in general that you're walking around and sniffing people's panties. If it was your significant other, maybe that's one thing. Maybe you don't have a significant other, and that therefore you are picking up whatever is closest to you. But let's be honest here. Would you be picking up your mom's panties or your sister's panties? I don't think so. Now, again, if this is a distant cousin, we need to know, write us in, let us know that this is like my fourth, fifth cousin removed, blah, 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 or my fifth
You're
cousin.
Less creepy.
Then it's a less creepy thing for me. Look, I'm not, I find a couple of my cousins very, very attractive. I think they're very pretty. I'm not.
But you're not sniffing their panties?
No, I'm not sniffing their panties. Nor would I before I was married. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just not, But again, it depends on the situation. Maybe they're adopted, or maybe there's an adoption. It's not family. I don't know. Help me feel like you're not a creeper, and then we'll be good. I'm serious, Senor Sniffington. We need to know more here. But at the end of the day, let's be honest, Dayna. Let's be honest. There are people that sit and make money selling their panties like that.
They do. Just hop on the internet, bro. Maybe it's like an environmental thing. Like, oh, he has easy access to this particular person and her stench items.
Right.
So
Yeah.
it's just easy for him to do that rather than, creeping around a gym and possibly getting caught or whatever. So maybe it's something like that. But again, there are people out there that are making money on this. So you want to smell somebody's shoes and gym clothes, you can just buy that online.
But here it is, Day. I mean, the fact of the matter is he blatantly said stench. And the fact is like, I mean, does her cooch smell that bad? Is it like a rotten cooch? Even if you've been dancing around and smelling like that, maybe, I don't know. Maybe that gets them off. Maybe
they go to a rave. Raves are very, pheromones. The raves are, you dance a lot at a rave. I used to be a raver, by the way.
You could borrow my jacket. There you go.
Yes. Oh, that would be so cool. I used to be before I had kids.
You would fit in one arm of the jacket, your entire body. Let's just say that. Okay.
Well, if I ever got stuck in the cold, I'd have a hut to be in,
There you go. That's
but,
true.
You get sweaty at a rave because you're dancing a lot. And, so it sounds more like that kind of a thing, not her vajay smells terrible kind of a thing.
I don't know, man. Look, it is what it is. Catching a whiff of it. I mean, again, if I'm gonna jump on it, I'm gonna jump on it, whether it's clean, dirty, and I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna discriminate when it's somebody that I'm with. But at the end of the day, like, you're not with this person, and you're going after stinky underwear and shit on the floor, and like, I don't know how to feel about it. I don't know. How do you know that it's hers? How do you know that it's not your mom's? How do you know your mom didn't drop her drawers down there and be like, oh shit, check those out, and you start sniffing them underoos, and then you're like, oh my goodness, this is so foul, but it's so good, and then you realize that it's your mom and her cheddar's in there. That's gross. It's gross. You know what I'm saying? That shit'll make you lactose intolerant. Don't do that, man. No. You do you, boo boo. I'm not judging.
I am exceptionally curious now if my husband sniffs my panties. I'm gonna have to ask him.
Probably,
I want to know.
Probably. First of all, tell me that you haven't walked in on your husband ever before and you just took him up and been like, smell this. Does this smell okay to you? You never done that? Of course you have.
Not to my underwear, I don't think.
Oh, come on. You had to. And it's okay. You know what I mean? But if the guy did it to the woman, it'd be a totally different animal. You're like, get the fucking hell out of here. You out of your mind? You dirty son of a bitch. Like, seriously.
Do not want your swamp ass up my nostrils.
Mine is like a tarp. I'll just fling that over there to just cover her. She'll be lost for a couple of days. What do you call it? Just kidding. I'm not that big. Jesus Christ. Anyways. All right. Should we go to the next one here?
Let's go.
All right. Stenchy Doolittle, make sure you write us. Let us know that situation. And let's see. Okay. I love my husband. He still gives me butterflies, and we have an awesome sex life. I'm so comfortable around him. There is no kink I couldn't bring to the table that he would say no to. He is all about me during sex, but I haven't had an orgasm in over 3 years. Oh, my Lord. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, I lie. I've had possibly 3 during that time. He doesn't know this. I've committed to the lie of faking it too long to admit it. Oh, my Lord. Oh, the Joe. Oh, my God. This is hard. Okay. I'm going to continue. Or should we analyze up until this now? I mean, I don't know. There's just so much going on here. There's still more to read.
Read it. Go ahead.
Should I read it?
Yeah.
Okay. I've committed to the lie of faking it too long to admit it. I think I could tell him, but I don't know what will happen if I do. He's going to feel like shit. He has never ever made sex about him, but I have. And now if I say anything, it's as if I'm throwing that all in his face. The sex itself is amazing, and I genuinely enjoy having it a lot. I just can't come. Help the sister out. All right, sweetheart. First and foremost, you might not want to hear this, but it might not be him. It might be you. It does take women. It does take women sometimes a lot longer, obviously, than the men's, 2 minutes in paradise. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And, if one thing that would certainly help is to give him some guidance, tell him, where, how, and how fast, how slow, whatever it is, in order to get you there. What do you call it? If you don't already, look into some toys.
Mhm.
What do you call it? Like I had mentioned, and we're we're not endorsed by them. We're not working with them, but there is a company that is really really good. I can't believe the name of the freaking I just
Is it the
I'll
Lilo? The
yeah, the
Lilo one?
Lilo. It's the Lilo, and it's like it goes in the hand, and it has this little thing. The thing will work like a charm. What do you call it? Because before I looked into it, and I wanted to find something interesting and different.
Mhm.
And what do you call it? Listen, here it is. And Dayna, I'm sure you could attest. Women are like a computer. They have a computer that's online. They have a million tabs open at every given point in time.
Yeah.
So the fact of the matter is you have all these tabs going on. So think you might not even be realizing it, but you might be paying attention and hampered down by all these open tabs. You need something that's going to help close all those tabs and put you in the moment and get you to the right spot where you can get heated up and finally, let it go. Am I on point there?
Well, possibly, yeah.
Or he just doesn't know what he's doing. I mean,
Well, or
it's one or the other, Dick.
women have a lot of hormones, and that plays into a lot of that also. I mean, and even now, like for myself, there are times where I can come instantly. And then there are times where I'm like, fuck, I really got to work at this, because it really depends on where I'm at in my cycle. And
You better work.
yeah, you better work, bitch. And so there's things like that. Also, I remember back before I had my daughter, I had gone on to antidepressants and shit like that. There's medications that'll fuck with your libido and it'll fuck with your ability to have an orgasm. And my husband would get so upset because he would be trying so hard. And I would be like, I'm sorry, it's not you, it's me. Like I am on these antidepressants. It really makes it hard for me to come. I'm not on them anymore, but if I needed them, I would go back on them. But so there's like a gazillion different factors that can go into stuff like that. But like Brim said, I suggest maybe give them a little more guidance. If you need something, maybe take some control, get your ass on top, and you do what you need to do to get off.
Thank you. And you work it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Make sure if he doesn't know how to use his hands, make sure he uses his hands. You know what I mean? Make sure he's rubbing around and massaging you as you're going on top. You know what I mean? You rub the shoulders. You got to get into it. Rub the legs inside the thighs. Make her feel good. You know what I mean? I just listen. You know what I mean? I can't give a sex 101 tutorial here, but at the end of the day, if you're invested in it, you're invested in it. I would not tell him that you've been faking it, because
not tell him.
That's an awful thing. And I would feel like a wreck if that was the case. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But what do you call it? What I would say is, that be honest and say that you're having a little bit of a, trouble doing it now. And, maybe you guys can try some things, and that's it. Leave it at that. You know what I mean?
100% agree. 100% agree. Mm-hmm.
You're already into the lie. You don't want to say, you just kind of want to, let's skip over that and move forward. You know what I mean? That would be my ideal scenario with that.
100%. Yeah. Do not tell him. Do not fucking tell him. That will be a disaster. You can say that this is something new that is just coming out. Like next time you're in the bedroom, be like, this is so weird. I wonder what's going on with me. Why can't I come this one specific time? Like
I wouldn't go that far.
Not the 3 years before, not the 3 years before, but maybe just be like, oh, you know what? This isn't working. Let's try this. Like make it about that one time, not the times before that.
Yeah. Sometimes it takes all the heating up. You got to get heated up before you go and get involved and get into it. I mean, and some people don't take that time, and that's okay too. And it is what it is. It depends on what you're looking to get out of it. You know what I mean?
It looks like she wants to come.
I think she wants the big O, and I don't know what else to tell you, man. Without knowing more information, I couldn't get any deeper into this. Or into you.
Deeper.
You know what I'm saying?
Wink.
Wink. Just hit me up at the real Brimstone on Instagram. I got you. No, I'm just kidding. Well, no, I'm not kidding. Hit me up, but not like that. No, I can't get any further into this day because I think that we pretty much hit the nail on the head there. Check out
if
that
it was
toy.
us having sex with this scenario, it would have came. We did it. We nailed it.
We nailed it. what I literally no, what do you call it? So, like check out the toy that we mentioned earlier. What do you call it? It's not too crazy. It's a little pricey, but it's not too crazy. It's worth it. And hey, you could get started before he comes into the house. You know what I mean? Like make it more about you. It's okay. The world, it's a women's world. We're just living in it. So, yeah. Anyway, all right. So I think you're up next, my friend.
I am. We're following it up with a very innocent one. I love this one.
Oh.
In the past few months, I have been secretly learning from a lot of cooking channels on YouTube for two reasons. One, surprising my girlfriend for her birthday, and two, for my own sake. Cooking is great fun. I genuinely enjoy the whole process from start to finish. My skills have improved quite significantly, but I still pretend to be this clueless guy who couldn't make scrambled eggs. For her birthday, I'm planning to make her favorite dish and hopefully surprise her. I'm quite nervous on my end since she is a fantastic cook herself. Let's hope everything goes well.
Oh, that's so sweet.
That's adorable.
Listen, kudos to you. I think that, listen, there's no problem with that. I don't know if we said it on this show or not, but I did finally announce that my new television series that I'm working on with my son, Dylan, Food Hound Home Edition, and and it's okay to be a male and be a foodie and be a male and be a want to take interest in barbecuing and cooking and just anything to do with food. And let me tell you something, brother. Knowing how to cook and knowing food and knowing about food when you go out and so forth is a very sexy attribute to have, especially to your lady. So what do you call it? There's no reason to even consider that a dirty little secret. You know what I mean? It's you could say it loud and proud, unless you just try to make sure.
Well, wait until after you surprise your girlfriend, though.
Right. Surprise her first, and you get some, and then you can get more when you're cooking more often. Trust me, it works. But at the end of the day, my son's 20, and what do you call it? He's pretty perfectly fine with the women. You know what I mean? And very masculine in his own right, and he can cook. I mean, this morning before we were coming, he had brined a turkey last night that we had sent from Yoder Smokers, one of the companies that endorses me, and what do you call it? We're going to be smoking a turkey later on today. You know what I mean? Like, so, and he's like, he goes, oh yeah, I got this. And he's like, yeah, I watched this one, that one, I took this one, so like,
that's awesome.
You can learn a lot from watching these videos. You know what I mean? So so why not? So there's no shame in that. I think that's fantastic. I think that kudos to you that you're going out on a limb there and doing it. And listen, it's not that hard. People like to think that it's like so difficult.
Sometimes there's a stigma that goes into it. Like I remember growing up, my family used to call me Dinty Moore because all I could cook was the fucking Dinty Moore stew. And that gave me a complex. So he's choking on his own laughter over there. It gave me a complex. They did. Yes, they called me Dinty Moore. And so I wouldn't cook. I refused to cook. And I just fell back on it as my excuse as why I didn't cook was because I had this complex about my family telling me that I didn't know how to cook. And then as I got older, I waited until I was like fucking 30 years old before I started to learn how to actually cook. And it turns out I don't suck at it like I thought that I did. Just takes time and practice. My husband, on the other hand, can cook his ass off. He is like, he should be on, what's that, Master Chef, that show with Gordon. He's an excellent cook. It's one of the top 5 things that I love about him is that anything he puts in my mouth is delicious.
Whoa! There we go. Thank you very much for that one, Dayna. I appreciate it. I needed it. Thank you. Talk about a happy ending. Much appreciated. Thank you very much.
He'll like that one too.
Yes. The mouths of babes. Very nice. Very nice.
Awesome.
You're a very lucky man, sir. You're a very lucky man. Anyway, yeah, no, I'm very, I think that's great. You know what I mean? Because again, we're, in our house. Yeah, Danielle cooks and she does a very good job. She's a great cook, but but Dylan and I also do a lot of cooking.
Yeah.
And and grilling and smoking and all that other, stuff, as well as the
manly
stuff.
man.
But we do the dainty stuff too. We don't care.
I love
you
it.
know what I mean? Like if
Yeah.
it's tasty, it's all good, man. I didn't get to this size for not eating. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Guy,
Anyway.
right back in too. Tell us how it goes with your girlfriend. I want to know what you made for her too. Tell us what you did.
Yes. And try not to think of Dayna sticking her husband's things in her mouth while you're doing that. Try not to think of
all the delicious things.
Listen,
Straight
I don't want to know.
tonsils.
I don't want to know this stuff, lady. Thank you very much. Anyways, now I'm going to be thinking about it all night. No, I'm just kidding. I can't look at her in the eyes. No. I was going to say, go get him, Tiger, but you're wearing leopard print. So
I know. Yeah. Go get him, Cougar.
Well, you're not old enough to be Cougar.
Yeah.
You got at least 20 years.
Okay.
Then
I'll
at
take
least
it.
20 years. All right, I'm on to the next one. You ready?
Go. Yep.
All right. I photoshopped my girlfriend's face on another porn star's cam girl's body. And are you serious? I made a few deep fake videos on her to satisfy myself. Oh my god. Okay. Usa. Hold on. Usa. Wow. Okay. Not that she's not attractive, but I have morphed her nudes into making her boobs look bigger, or photoshopped her head onto more bustier looking models and jerked off to those photos. I'm sorry, I don't mean to laugh. This is fucking fantastic.
It is.
I think this is fucked up, but it's fantastic. This is great. This is probably one of the best things that we've ever had on the show. Hold on. This all started as an experimentation and realizing how good I am with Photoshop. I now have 100+ morphed images of my girlfriend without her consent, and some 6 to 7 deep fake videos of her doing stuff that she doesn't usually do in sex. I do feel guilty, but I don't think I can stop. I obviously can't tell her. I don't even want to imagine the aftermath. Neither am I mocking her physical appearance in any way. Like I said, she's very attractive, but I just feel I can jerk off better to her morph photos than to her original photos.
Oh shit.
Bro.
Oh,
You just opened up a whole can of, it's like, here you go. Just pour it out. You know what I mean? Like, that was, wow. Okay.
Dude.
First and foremost, I'm going to say right off the bat, at least you're not cheating. And also the fact that you're technically jerking off to her. You got her face on the body. So you're not, I can't fault you for anything there. But I mean, not telling her what you're doing is kind of a little crazy, bro.
Could you imagine walking in, like opening a drawer and finding your own face morphed onto somebody else's body, like covered in jizz, probably from all the masturbating?
I can't think of that. That's awful. I mean, look, the people have morphed my head onto other things before. There are some disgustingly strange people out there. But at the end of the day, and there are people that like do fun things, whatever.
Yeah,
it is what.
Yeah.
But listen, look, I'm not you, so I don't know how many girls are finger banging themselves to my face. They could be. I did throw a couple of thirsty photos up that seemed to get some good traction, but not like you.
Yeah.
So I don't know how you feel about all that, and I don't know. I don't know.
That is so. Did I ever tell you about the time that I photoshopped my friend's mom's face onto a porn star's body?
No, that's fantastic.
Oh, fuck. Okay. So my friend was having a birthday party where you had to bring flair because he would wear these huge sombreros and we would go on a bar crawl. And so for my flair, I went onto Facebook. I found a picture of his mom and I photoshopped her face onto a porn star holding open a gaping asshole. And put it on his sombrero. He had to wear it around.
And he wore it. And he wore it.
Did, yes, except I don't know if it was the first or the second bar that we went into. They stopped him and they were like, "You cannot come in here like that." So we had to put like a sticker over the gaping asshole. And he has hated me ever since. He's like, "Fuck you for doing that to my mom."
Did his mom know about it? Did she find out?
No.
Oh my God, you should send it to her.
He lovingly hates me though. He knows how fucking inappropriate I can be. And man, I really crossed the line with that one.
Wow. Oh my Lord.
Yeah.
Wow. Ooh.
I know.
That's
you didn't know what you were getting into when you met me, Brim.
No, my love, I did not.
Don't ever show me a picture of your mom, okay?
No. Well,
I wouldn't do that.
Now.
I wouldn't do that. Yeah.
So we don't want to do that. Wow. Ooh. Wow.
Yeah.
Stay away from my photos of my family.
Yeah, I can be trusted 0%.
You scare me. I don't fuck with Dayna. Holy shit. Really, with a gaping anus?
Yes.
Oh my Lord. Oh, okay.
It was hilarious at the time, especially for me. But let's keep in mind, this was also like 12 years ago. So I've matured like 2% since then.
No, you haven't. No, you haven't. No, you haven't.
I haven't.
We're doing the show, Dayna. No, you haven't.
That's true.
I saw that little video that you and the horny housewife made. You guys, you did not grow up at all.
Not even a little bit. Not even a little bit. She is awesome, by the way. We really need to get her on the show sometime. Yeah. She was so fun.
That'll be a lot of fun. What do you call it? No, but I'm just kidding. Listen, I don't know what to tell you, bro. I don't know what to tell you about this because
don't let her find them.
Don't
That's
let her find
advice.
Those. You might want to delete the shit out of all of them, or be like, honey, like I don't know. Like here's a better question. Is she into porn? Do you guys watch porn together? Do you guys look at porn together? Is she like the kind of woman who's like, oh, check out that one over there? Like if you saw Dayna walking down the street, would she be like, oh, check her out? Wow, look at those. You know what I mean? Or would she be like, oh, I'm gonna tear your eyes out? You know what I mean? Like,
lock. Yeah.
If she's kind of like a woo open type of person with it, maybe be like, hey, I was bored today and I was thinking of you and and kind of playing with myself and I made this and see what she says. If she's like,
woman, don't do that. Because if my husband photoshopped my face onto somebody else's body, like he thought that I needed bigger tits and a smaller waistline and a bigger ass, and I would be like, oh, so you don't like my body then, huh? Well, if you don't like my body, then you don't get my fucking body, okay? So I don't recommend doing that.
Maybe not. But man, oh man, yeah, I'd say, I don't know, drop it all. I can't, because I'm telling you, it's coming one day. She's gonna find it. And she's gonna be in deep doo-doo
trouble.
Yeah, that's gonna be really bad. I don't want to be anywhere near that.
We're gonna see you on the news.
pretty much. Yeah. And then the deep, listen, essentially, especially without the consent, that's and you're making the deep fakes with the videos with the deep fake. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Yeah.
That deep fake stuff is crazy. Like some of it bothers me. You know what I mean?
I don't even know what a deep fake is. What is a deep fake?
You've seen it. Like they have people putting up videos now online where their face is on like Wonder Woman and it's like the whole thing and the mouth, so it's them. It's just literally I could take your face and put it onto Gal Gadot and it just as if it was in the movie that way.
I could get down with that. I love her. She's like one of my favorites. She's so gorgeous.
Yeah. It's like people do it like with Johnny Depp. They have Johnny Depp. They have Iron Man. They have a ton of different things.
Interesting.
There's different. I think 1 or 2 apps that you can do it on your phone. But there are people that do it like really crazy, really well on their computers. And it's just almost close to flawless.
Hey,
You know what
dude,
I mean?
if you're so good at Photoshop, can Photoshop me? I want to see it. Just send us something. I want to see it. I want to know. I want to see
Wow.
my face on, I don't care, a grizzly bear. I don't give a shit what you do to it. Just, I want to see something funny.
Wow. Just don't put her face on my body. That would
Yeah.
not be good. Or vice versa. Don't want that. We don't
That
want
would be
that.
hilarious.
It would be
That-
hilarious. But let's not experiment with that. Let's not do that.
Oh.
All right. So wait, so who did you just read that, or did I just read that?
You just read that.
Okay. I was just like still laughing at it in my head.
It's really funny because I think I just said grizzly bear and I probably pulled it right from reading this one and like subconsciously fucking did it. This one says, last one of the day. Wife snores like a grizzly bear. I cannot sleep ever. She saws logs like it's her job. It's almost comical how aggressive it sounds. If I weren't certain she was asleep, I'd be sure she was doing a shtick. I love that he said shtick. I use earplugs, but they're not enough. My work is suffering. I don't know what to do. Any advice that does not require any change on her part? Separate bedrooms, maybe. I don't know. Plug her nose. I don't know what to. Don't they have those like breathe right strips that help you stop snoring and shit like that? Are you a snorer, Brim?
I can snore, but yeah. I've never laughed so much on this show.
We got a good batch this week.
This is a good batch. Yeah, I snore. My wife snores. What do you call it? Sometimes you hear my little one snoring from across the hall. I mean, you know, like it is what it is. You know, there's nothing that can be done that is not on her part per se.
Yeah.
What do you call it? You know, if she's comfortable laying the way she's laying, sometimes if she sleeps propped up a little bit more, it'll make it a little bit easier for her to breathe. And that if that's the cause of the snoring.
Yeah.
So you might want to prop her up a little bit more because if she's laying flat or, you know, on the side, that can make it worse. Also, you know, does she have allergies? You don't know. I mean, I don't know.
Right.
Yeah, like
There's
you
so
said,
many things.
there's those crazy nose strips that don't necessarily do much. You can throw a little bit of Vicks, you know, on to help the breathing. Whether it's a little bit under here or on your chest, you know, that'll help you a little bit. Funny enough, old wives' tale, in my opinion, but Danielle seems to think it works, is you know, if you have having a hard time breathing, you put Vicks on your feet and then you put socks on. So
It's supposed to like draw it out, right? Like draw it down.
I guess.
Yeah. There's a
So-
lot of stuff that you're supposed to put on your feet for shit like that.
Yeah.
That's man. My husband snores occasionally. It's usually if he's had like, you know, a glass of whiskey or something before bed or something like that. And I just poke him because I don't do the snoring thing. If he was snoring all night, I would be in a different bedroom because I need 8 full fucking hours of sleep or you will feel the wrath of Dayna the next day.
Oh, fuck you, Dayna. You're not getting 8 hours of full sleep. You have kids in that house. There's no way you're getting that
I go
much
to sleep at 10 o'clock and I wake up at 6:15. That's 8 hours and 15 minutes every single night.
I don't know how you're doing it. Danielle, she tries to go to sleep early. She's up. She sits there and just waits around in bed till like 2 a.m. and then finally is like on her phone until she falls asleep. And I'm like, just put your freaking head down and go to sleep.
Yeah, well, magnesium help. I take multivitamins that make sure that I get my array of vitamins so that because I get restless leg syndrome. So I need magnesium to calm that shit down before I go to bed. Or, you know, I'll take a fucking melatonin if I need to, but I try not to because I don't want to like fuck up my system that way. But yeah, 8 hours every fucking night, every night. Mm-hmm.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
Very interesting. I don't know, man. Listen, you know, in terms of the snoring thing, there's nothing you can really do about it. You know what I mean? I hate to say it, but there's nothing you can really do about it. You just have to kind of go with the flow, tune it out, learn how to tune it out, and that's that. I mean, especially without letting her know it. And again, a little nudge sometimes will kind of just like wake them up a minute, you know, and give you a chance to kind of get to sleep before they fall back into that deep sleep.
Yeah. Whatever you do, don't smother her with a pillow and you're good.
a couple of people that I toured with in the past, what do you call it? Like myself and another person, like apparently snored, and it sounded like you were, sharing off cutting logs, right?
Oh no.
So one of the other people were like, well, listen, like we had to, it was too much and it was so crazy. But once I sat there and just kind of closed my eyes and just let the rhythmic, I guess it was rhythmic for them, and it just put them to sleep. So it was, I don't know, you know what I mean? To each their own, everything's different.
Yeah.
I don't know what I mean. I don't know.
I would definitely be in a different room if my husband snored like that. I would probably be in it. It's funny. I just had a guest over and he slept over and he was in the guest room, and we walked downstairs and you could hear him like shaking the house downstairs snoring.
You might not want me to stay there then, because that
no. Hey, we're upstairs. We can't hear shit whenever we're upstairs. So it's not like it affected our sleep at all. It was just funny whenever we woke up in the morning and came down, we were like, oh, he's definitely still fucking sleeping.
Well, when I do come visit, don't make sure that there's enough space between, because I got to make sure that, because this guy is sending me the deep fakes of his girlfriend, and I want to make sure that I don't wake anybody up while I'm there. You know what I'm saying? I got to be.
Don't worry. When you get here, I'll just have them plastered all over the wall.
I'd be like, Dayna, I'm going to go sleep for the next 12 hours. Thank you very much.
Don't come in. Don't come in.
No, for real. I would just be sleeping. I need to relax. I need some sleep. No. Anyway, yeah. So I don't know what else to tell you, brah. So, let's, and hey, you might snore just as bad as she does.
You might. Yeah.
I don't know.
Have you ever woken yourself up snoring? I've definitely done that before. That's my dirty little secret. I've definitely woken myself up because I don't snore often. That like whenever I do, I'm like, oh my God, what just happened?
Why can I picture that? I don't know. Like a deer in headlights. What the hell, man? Oh my Lord.
This is a fun one.
This was a fun one. What do you call it? We are about that at that time. I do want to say anybody who's in the Florida area, especially around Melbourne, which is kind of like Orlando-ish and so forth. I'm going to be in town next week, Thursday. Oh my God, I can't believe I'm blanking on the date. What's next Thursday's date? Do you know?
Next
Thursday's the 11th.
Is the 11th.
The 11th. So I'll be on the 11th. I'll be at the Rain Tree of Melbourne. I'm doing a pop-up signing out there. So what do you call it? It is free to come there. It is free to get the signature. It's free to take pictures. All we do is ask that you will purchase a bottle of my hot sauce. So what do you call it? We're doing the Torchstone tie. They're ready to go. They're doing pre-sale right now. So if you want to head over to their website, raintreeofmelbourne.com. It is Melbourne, Florida. So if you guys are interested, make sure you check it out. It is limited. So make sure you hit them up. And yeah, man, really cool store, really good time. And I'm psyched to be going out there and getting to meet some fans finally. So
that is awesome. And also, guys, if you have a dirty little secret, go to the dirtylittlesecretsclub.com and anonymously submit there. Pretty please. And thank you.
Yes. Do it.
And when Brim's signing in Florida, he's going to be telling everybody he's going to be like, here, just write down your dirty little secret. I'm going to put it in this box right
here. They'd be like, oh man, I came all the way here. I thought Dayna was going to be here. What's going on? I wanted a picture with Dayna.
It's just her face photoshopped on this gaping asshole.
Why you got to call me a gaping asshole for, Dayna? Why you got to call me an asshole? That's not very nice of you. Jesus Christ. It's kind of like the, what do you call it? The Ryan Reynolds, Hugh Jackman back and forth.
Yeah.
So, anyway, so listen, guys, we thank you so much for tuning in to the Dirty Little Secrets Club. We appreciate you. We love you. As Dayna always says, to rate, review, subscribe, 5 stars only. You get the first pics from Dayna, and it makes her happy. It makes her husband happy. You want to make her husband happy. That's it. End of story. You make her husband happy. She's happy. Everybody's happy. We're all good. What do you call it? Make sure, as always, that you continue to go to the website, drop your dirty little secrets to us. We really appreciate it. We do poke fun, but we do love each and every one of you, and we appreciate you sharing your little secrets with us. Anything else you got to say, Dan?
Yeah, guys, don't forget the first rule of the Dirty Little Secrets Club is to tell everyone about the Dirty Little Secrets Club.
Mwah! Make it happen, guys. We'll see you next week.
You think we want something from you, you got another thing coming.